Hello, Josh, Sam, and anyone else, maybe even Max, who's watching. Welcome back to Lviv and Let Die. It's a good name that I can't remember properly yet. Cool. Anyway, so it's been a little while. I've played a few games, try and get into the swing of things, try and hopefully not spend too long in the first division here in Ukraine. Although that said, and the other reason was because I was getting so many notifications in between games during August, because it was still the transfer window everywhere else, that it was just becoming a bit much. So yeah, but the point being that I've played a little bit. I don't want to be here in this league too long. That said, I suspect we will be in this league for at least one more year. That's because of the mess that happened at the end of last video, where I accidentally released half of the squad. So let's see what's happening. First of all, let's look at the league table. We are 8th. I told the board we would try and come in the top 10 or top half, I can't remember, but anyway, so we're just inside that. We've also got a game in hand over the team in 17th, who we shall play today, Krim Teplitsia. So they've only had one win all season, so that means they're guaranteed to beat us today. We've had some good results. We've had some less good results. I'd say we've had a mixed start to the season. There are only 10 games in. There is how many games in total? 34. Doing better than we did last season. In fact, we're well on our way to meeting the total that we got last year. Hopefully we can finish in the top half. Disappointingly, the promotion is literally just 1 and 2. You don't have a playoff, as I was kind of hoping we would finish here in the playoffs, and then I realised there isn't any playoffs. So yeah, but it is what it is. So anyway, so as you'll remember, we had some issues with having let go of half the staff. A lot of these players out on freeze. Not too many of them actually went off unsigned for other teams. Again, players that I would have liked to have kept was Maxim Generalov, who ended up signing for Arsenal Bilatverska, who actually just beat us, I believe, not too long ago. So it's a shame, but you know, it is what it is. Masha says hi.
Hello.
Masha says hello, in fact. So I signed a whole bunch of players. You can see roughly when it was that I signed them all, because it's 2 days after this swath of players left. So yes, we signed a few extra players who I'm hoping we can just move on. A couple of these guys. So Zoyal Aivazov, he has come in from Baku. We'll probably sell him in the January transfer window if we can, try and get a bit of monies for him, because even £60,000 would be good for us at the moment. He's played a couple of games, not been great. This guy, Sergei Kamidulin, he came in as a kind of central attacking midfielder, but has ended up playing up front quite a lot. He's got 2 goals in his first few games, so he's doing okay. He came in for free off of Arsenal Bilatverska, so yeah, he's doing all right for us. Not anything special, but there was a point where I needed to sign some Ukrainians just to fit the quota of players we need, and so he came in. We've also brought in Yevgeny Ivanov. He's actually pretty good, but that said, another player that hasn't played brilliantly when he has been able to play, and because of our foreigner rule, we'll probably just try and sell him and get some of that money, like 150 to 200,000 pounds. I think we could probably get that for him, and we'll try and do that. That's what I'm thinking with these kind of things. Boris Levchuk came in. He is a striker, 28 years of age, right foot only, not bad. Came in from Bukovina. He scored 7 in 27 last season. He's yet to find the net for us, but he has only played 2 appearances from the bench so far. Then where was he? He was Boris. So then there's Ruslan Gamali. He's a left back, again another player that I signed to fill a gap. He probably won't be sticking around with us for too long, although he is on a 2-year deal, so he could be a backup option for if we have to stay in this division next season as well. Then there's Oleg Kovpak, who's actually pretty good as a right back, although he's only on a 1-year deal. He's again sort of filling a gap, but he's doing a good job for us so far. And he'll see us through at least until next season, because I was worried a little bit when we lost all these players that we might really struggle and I might get sacked again, but it looks like we've probably put that off at least. Then we signed Vladimir Golipoyorov. He's on a 1-year deal. He's pretty good. He's had a couple of shocking games in the league, which has damaged his average rating, but he's actually probably, I think you could say he's arguably our best. Oh no, he's not even close to being our best right back apparently. But then it does think that this guy's the best right back, and I don't think he's the best. He's not good at defending, for one thing. He really should be a midfielder. Maybe let's. Why is there no midfield right? Could he already play? Oh, he can already play midfield right. Never mind then. So it is what it is. Golopiorov, he'll probably leave next season. That's fine. We can do with younger players as well, because you can only have so many players over the age of 25, I think. So it's not great to have too many. Then I signed another player to fill this Ukrainian gap. Dmitry Pavlyuchenko came in on a 1-year deal from Energetic Burshitin, where he played badly. I'm not even sure what league they're in. They're a Ukrainian 3rd division team, I guess. He's on a 2-year deal, in fact, so he'll probably be sold next season, but it's good to have some Ukrainians in the team. And then Mikita Shapoval, pretty good centre-back / right-back. He's not played yet for us. Came in from Stal Alchevsk even, where he did badly last season, which seems to be a bit of a running theme. But nevertheless, we find ourselves in 8th with a game in hand, 4 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses. I'll show you our fixtures so far. We started off the league with a 3-0 win over Zirka. It's a very good win, but basically completely unrealistic because half that team is no longer with us. Similarly, we drew with Poltava, a away 1-1 draw. We then lost in the first round of the Ukrainian Cup to Metallurg, before finally turning things around and getting back to winning ways against Kharkiv. We won 3-2. They're a decent side, so that was a good result. We were then battered by Arsenal Bila Tverska, who have our old Generalov in the team. They did a pretty good number on us. They were fairly decent at the time. I think they were also top, but they're not anymore. We then beat Bukovina 3-1. Aurier scoring. He's playing well. This Maharadze, he's a pretty good striker, but he got injured in this game. So not ideal, but things are going okay. And then we've got a 2 1-1 draws. Both of these teams were above us at the time. Naftovik, Ukronafta, Ochretirka. Again, like I said, I'm going to have Masha come in one day and tell us about the teams in this league, because that'd be fun. But we drew 1-1 with them. I think we equalised in that one, and then we played Olympic Donetsk in front of a whole 619 people. Outspoken Sergei scoring early on, and then they equalised. They scored a fairly late equaliser. We then beat, then top of the table, Arsenal Kiev 5-1, a ridiculous game. We absolutely battered them. Not sure quite why we were so good in that one and so poor in everything else, also average and everything else, but it is what it is. And then we went 1-0 up against the new top of the table. The new top of the table team, Tavares Simferopol, the Crimeans. We went 1-0 up, but they scored a late winner against us. So now we're going to play Krimpelitsia and Vorskla. Those two teams are not great. In fact, they are both down here below us in the table. So fingers crossed, there should be 2 wins. So you can see the new team and the way they play. We have a couple of players out, injured. King Julian, he nearly left for £250,000, but then rejected both bids because they didn't pay him enough money. So, we're trying to get money in, but he didn't want to go, and that's fine. He's now injured. Mokosko is also injured and want away, as in he doesn't want to stay at the club because he's got homesickness issues. Well, what can you do about that, really? Not very much. Who would want to live in Ukraine when you are from Chile? So anyway, let's go to play this team with the ridiculous name. It's arguable that they're not in great morale. They don't have good morale. Our boys seem they want to switch off a little bit. Galushkin. So we're still on the lookout for nicknames. So if anyone comes up with any, shout, because I'll catch them in about 10 games time. I'm going to have a little drinky there because I was coughing at a touch. I don't know if you noticed. Anyway, Bogdanov out to Galushkin. Galushkin, he's been probably our best player so far this season. Gedanidze shoots, but it's deflected over for a corner after 47 seconds. Taking us another 40 seconds just to actually take the corner. Ball comes in. Aurier heads over the bar. Aurier looks dangerous at set pieces. In fact, occasionally we look like a proper Wheatland side, very dangerous at set pieces, but it's not always the case. Ovsienko there. There was a guy called Markiv or something like that. Basically, his name was Marking, but not quite right. And maybe his name was Markin. But anyway, it was funny, and I wanted to sign him because of that. But I didn't. Sokolov. These guys have 5 in midfield. They're playing just the one man up front, so it looks like we'll probably have the better of them up in defence, but it might be a bit of a battle in midfield. Outspoken Sergei has been pretty good too. Come on, Aurier. Good name there. Kuzmin. I was also offered a North Korean striker, and I don't think I've ever signed anyone from North Korea on this game. So that's an option to look into, some of those more fun countries, and obviously fun countries. And crashed off the post there, unfortunate. Fun countries, I mean in the context of interesting footballing nations rather than fun places. But whatever. Okay, the ball goes down. Have we got a corner? We have. Rustem Podgorny. Good name. It's only 10 minutes gone, but it's been a fair few highlights so far. Corner comes in. Aurier at the back post. It's cleared off the line. Galushkin now. Gegenidze. Oh no, his name is Gedenidze. Gegenpress. Gegen. Counter Idze. No, can't think of anything good for that. Aurier wins the ball in the air. Lovely. Bogdanov to Kamidolin. Anyway, Galushkin. Galushkin through to Kalim. I just realised I should have started the striker that I said was good and has only played 2 games off the bench rather than Kamiludzin, who's actually not that good a striker. Baskakov gives the ball up, but Gamaili gets there and then was absolutely wiped out by Kuzmin. So, Zamayakin. We also need a better goalkeeper. I didn't sign a backup goalkeeper, which was one of those players that was released, was our backup keeper. If I had been smart, I probably would have done, and I can pick one up for free if I want to sometime during the season, but we'll have to see whether or not that's necessary. Bogdanov gives the ball out to Gamali. Galiushkin. Kamidulin again manages to force a save from the keeper, but doesn't get the ball in the net. Kovpak, good name because it sounds like Lurpak, and it's easy to say. Baskakov gives it to Akobia. Kornienko's good. That's an easy name to say, and it sounds corny. Bogdanov crosses the ball, not quite, but he's fouled. I thought he was going to get fouled, which would have been fun. We actually have missed our only penalty that we've been awarded this season. That was in the 5-1 win over Arsenal Kiev, but we absolutely skied it. Hopefully these are the last few times you'll hear my screen clacking as it falls apart at the back. Head over by Aurier, unlucky. Because I have bought a new laptop that should be arriving tomorrow, so I will record as many videos as I can tonight, probably just this one, maybe one more, and then tomorrow night hopefully I will be recording, if I can transfer all the files and stuff off of my new laptop. It's gone in. Outspoken Sergei rises like a salmon from the centre of the net, a big Ukrainian salmon, and he heads the ball into the net across everybody there. How on earth is a winger won the ball like that? Ovsienko there, obviously completely miles away from the challenge, but we are 1-0 up against the second worst team in the division, which seems reasonable. Telegin to Gegenidze. Bogdanov, good effort, but Tishin saves. Osvienko brings the ball out now to Sokolov. Kuzmin, what's he going to do with it? He's going to turn straight into Kornilenko, and now we have the chance to break. Kamidulin, Bogdanov puts the ball in. Galushkin gets there, following in nicely, and he's scored a second goal for him for the season and for us in our game. That's pretty good. Puts us to 5th. We're not that far behind. We're 5 points. We're only 4 points off of Tavria in second there. So we, fingers crossed, if we can stay within touching distance towards the end of the season. We've actually had pretty good results against the teams around us, like maybe more draws than we'd hoped for. But if we can find some form, maybe we can push on and get that second spot straight away this season. But I'm actually kind of thinking that I've sort of tried to temper my own expectations and not expect us to just walk the league. Aurier heads over. with the intention of being not unhappy if we finish in the top 8, because I'm an emotionally led fellow. Oh, he's cracked it against the crossbar. Unfortunate. Telegin out to Gamali. Anyway, yeah, and so if we do stay down, it will only mean that we can come back stronger next season with a proper preseason, because we also missed Bogdanov. No, we also missed I'd say 2 or 3 months of preparation because of the failed Belarusian experiment. So having a full year, having a full preseason. Go on, give it in front of Bogdanov. Oh, okay. He crosses, having let everybody time to get back. Telegin gives the ball, gives it to Geganidze, gives it back to Telegin. Telegin gives it to Geganidze, but Tishin saves. So having a full preseason will probably also help us in terms of getting through some free transfers and getting us together a decent squad and selling some of those players that we bought this year for frees in an attempt to raise some money and try and just continue to sign players for free, but try and pick up some better players with... it's a good ball in, great ball in, but Avdeyev hits the ball over with his head. Bit of a let off there, that's a clear-cut chance, surely. And here we go again, Kai Midulin. Aurier heads over the bar again. Yeah, so to sort of finish off my rambling thoughts, giving us a proper run-up next season. If we finish strongly and finish in the top sort of 5 to 10 teams, that will give us a good platform for next season. So I'm going to say assertively that I'm happy with how they're doing things. It seems that one of our lads is pretty tired, so we'll look at things at about 55 minutes to take one of them off. Kuzmin now, Sokolov, Kuzmin, Avdeyev, Kuzmin, Sokolov, Baskakov. There's a lot of multiple syllabic names ending in ov. Glushkin gives the ball, big ball up to Stepanov. Can he get there? He can. Our boy doesn't get in behind him. You're going to need a new name, fella, because I can't say it. Kamidulin. Okay, well, anyway. Kovpak. I'm going to have to change his name to Lerpak when we go into the thing next time, because it's a good name. Kovpak up to Telegin. Telegin gives it to Sergei. Sergei to Kamidulin. Geganidze, Telegin. Glushkin. Galushkin. I think it was Galushkin that was tired. Anyway, that's 54 minutes. Let's have a look. No, it wasn't. It was... Gamali. Yeah, he does look pretty tired. So we'll bring on Golopyrov. We'll bring on Levchuk instead of Bogdanov. And that'll do for now. And we do need to do some nicknames. So interaction, set nickname. Lerpak. Kamidulin. His name is Sergei. He's from Donetsk. Where's he played? He's only 24. Sergei. But they can't all just be Ukrainian Sergei. He does speak Russian though. Lviv Sergei. I need to just get a better... I cannot say Kamidulin. Set nickname. Camel Dull Man. There you go. You get a shit nickname because you're not great. Anyway, staying on Camel Dull Man. Anyway, we've made some substitutions there, probably necessary. Maybe it'll incite us on to score some more goals. There's a guy called Lerpak smashes it, attempting to use his new nickname. Camel Dullman, Dudin, that's a good name, Dudin. Zamiakin, Ozvienko. Okay, so just saying lots of Ukrainian names. It's a bit of fun for the old tongue to wrap itself around these kind of names. Baskakov, great effort from Baskakov, absolute stunner that was. Bleed neck, and we're only 2-1 up. I thought we were more. That's still 3-5-1. That's a concern. We do concede quite a lot of goals. Our goalkeeper isn't good. He's a big position where we want to try and strengthen next season. Hopefully just try and sign a decent Ukrainian keeper. Camel Dullman. Okay, I'm going to have to change because I want it to actually be... I'm going to make Dullman the full name. I don't know if that actually changed. And then Outspoken Sergei is looking... oh no, he's not though. We'll take off. We'll bring... Drozdov can come on for Geganidze. It's just going to have to be the way it goes. So 15 minutes left. Dude in. The dude gets himself a yellow. We are making a substitution. Drozdov has come on. 78 minutes gone. Avdeyev to Podgorny. Oh my goodness me. Shilov heads over the bar. I mean, 81 minutes. Come on, boys. Levchuk to Kamil Dolman. Galushkin crosses. Come on, boy. Cross the ball in. Drozdov. It's gone in. I'm not sure how it went in like that, but it has gone in. Drozdov scores. I take a victory sup from my cup of sup. My sup cup. Drozdov smashes the ball. I think it goes in off two different players. 3-1 against this team. Crime Teplitsia. Could we have a fourth? Aurier heads over the bar again. He's had a lot of chances. In fact, we've had a lot of chances, yeah. We've been pretty dominant. Although it's only been 2-1 in terms of clear-cut chances either side. But we've run out 3-1 winners. That's not bad. Galushkin did very well. We, as a collective, did nicely. I'm happy with that. Don't know what's wrong with you, Telegin. Galushkin, yeah, playing a 9 rating. Not bad. We're up to 4th in the table. And our next game is against Vorskla, who are not great. So I think we can probably hope for a win there as well. The interesting thing is everyone in this league seems to win and seems to beat each other. So nobody's very good. So that sort of does help us in terms of our attempting to hit the promotion spots. Yes, we got a bumper crowd of 3,186, which was a good crowd to have a good result against. So that's good. Hopefully that will help improve it. The Lviv Football Informer, it's a good classic media source. They were very happy with my incredible victory. We were excellent. No, I had confidence my team would keep it out. Outspoken Sergey has been good. He has been good, I agree. The fans love him and he is good. These are all facts. I want to click on Galushkin and try... No, he's going to try and tie him down to a new contract. Maybe not in this video. Let's go back quickly. Galushkin... His contract does end soon. No, it doesn't. No, yes, it does. That's his birthday. He's on a lot of money. He's wanted by... Who's he wanted by? Zirka. He's an attacking midfielder. He's done pretty well for us. I'm going to offer him a new contract. I can... Whoa, how much money do you want, boy? But let's maybe try and give you like a big old goal bonus or something like that. So what's happened to our budget? It's exploded. Seemingly we can hire him. Oh, it's because he would be down as a key player. I see. Maybe if we give you a goal bonus. Where's the one for goals? Please, seasonal goal bonus. 30 goals, you can have that much money. Yeah, nice. Okay. Is that because of what has happened to our... Yeah, it's because... Okay, so actually we have a decent little chunk of money that we could... we're allowed to... the board are prepared to allow the scouting of the countries Kazakhstan and Croatia, which is very generous. This will be another thing that I do over the off-season when we finally do get round to it, assuming we don't get fired again, is that I will try and bring me some new scouts, get a couple of coaches. As you saw there was not very many... there were not very many coaches involved. In fact, I think we've only got 1 out of the possible 3. So I might do that off camera as well. I might try and do that during the season because it can only help. But yeah, just try and sort of revamp the backroom staff and do the standard Shlomsk thing of continually ask for new contracts, continually cement my position and undermine everybody else, and just generally be the best. It's also fun to notice that in my absence, Dynamo Minsk have come somewhere like... I mean, the league only has something like 10 teams in it, and I think they finished 7th or 8th. So, yeah, I didn't do good things for that club. I still maintain that had I been allowed to stay there for longer, I would have been able to turn it around. But whatever. You know, FC Lviv's gain. I don't know if you can hear Masha chatting away in the background there. Galushkin, he signed his new deal as well. Does that mean he's worth much? No, £9,000. But if he does play well this season, we could try and cash in on him because he's on a lot of money now. Oleg Lapushenko, who's he? He's one of the ones that I just let go? Oh no, he's one of our players. Yeah, well, whatever. Keep going. Something that adds a little thing. Vorskla have been disappointing. Yeah, I think we'll probably beat them because they're probably shit. Most of the teams are in this league. But then again, we're rubbish too. So it's not really like anything. So, I mean, except for Naftovik Ukranafta, which we have scored one of those for. We've scored a quarter of the goals that they've conceded were scored by us. Oh, that's the Dynamo Moscow. I thought that was my replacement who's also under fire, under pressure. But no, he's lucky. In fact, we're not doing too bad. 12 goals conceded, that's less than half. You know, we're not doing too bad, is what I'm saying. In terms of going past, they've got a player called Magro, which is fun. So we are going to this time take out Kamil Dolman and bring in Boris Levchuk. In fact, Kamil Dolman's not even going to make the bench because Mikhail Makaradze is going to make the bench. And do we have King Julian back? No, he's out for another day. Fine. Let's leave the team as they are then, because we're all across the board looking good, except for Zamyakin and Levchuk. But Levchuk has only played 2 games as a substitute. Excuse me. So we're hoping that he can come on and score some goals. I noticed that one of my players, I can't remember who it was, but in fact it might have been Kamil Dolman, when he scored a goal a couple of games ago, and it said it was his first game in 40 competitive hours of play. And I looked, and he hasn't actually scored a career goal for something like 6 years. So in that time, he's only played about 40 competitive hours of football. That's pretty poor. Oh, it's a great, straight away, Aurier scores a bullet header. Up to 3rd with that if we continue on as we go. Not a bad thing. Vorskla there, suffering down in 12th. Let's see if we can keep this up, because it's obviously very early on. See if we can try and get a second, because we often don't look... Oh, they've got a player called Everton. We often do not look very convincing. So, for example, the 2 games that we drew 1-1, I think... I can't remember if it was... Oh, it was one of those games and the one that we lost to the team from Simferopol. And we scored first and never really looked like scoring again. And we have games like that quite regularly. The last game where we looked pretty much on top all the way through was a fairly rare beast. It doesn't happen a lot. We do have a sort of disjointed, slightly shitty look about us, but then every team in this league does, as I say. So it's hard to be too disappointed by that. We are in the Ukrainian second division. I don't exactly know what I'm expecting, but this is what I'm saying about trying to temper my own expectations as well. Is this season we've had a stunted pre-season, so we should be okay anyway. I don't know. I don't know really what I'm saying. I'm just saying that we're not great, and I know that. And you know that anyway. So you've seen the players I signed. Levchuk, terrible effort. Wow, that must have been with his proper right foot as well. So wow. Well, it could have been a second. Probably should have been a second, but terrible effort. The Butterman gives the ball up to Levchuk. Levchuk puts the ball in, but it was just deflected back behind our player. Telegin has the ball again. Galushkin looking to get on one of his ridiculous goal bonuses now. Galushkin gets taken out by Ivazov. Now we have a chance to cross the ball in. Aurier heads it back across, and Kornienko has scored. Kornienko has scored. We are 2-0 up. That's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. They are still playing this formation. I think this is possibly playing into our skills here, because I don't think that Everton and whoever is number 7 there is looking to get back very often, considering that he was literally standing here when they conceded the goal. So it might be playing into our hands a little bit, although Aurier has taken a knock. Let's leave him on for a bit if he doesn't need to come off. Timofeyev. I'm not sure. We'll maybe need Masha to join me one day for some pronunciation training. Telegin, Galushkin, Bogdanov, Galushkin, Gegenidze. Gedenidze. Well, you know what? It's going to be Gegenidze. Interaction, set nickname, Gegen Idze. Okay, and we see there that Aurier is feeling a knock. Let's leave him on for a bit longer. We'll leave him until half time, and then if at half time the comment says that he doesn't feel like he can continue, or if he recommends that he should be subbed, then we'll bring him off. Nikulin gives it out to Macoun. That's clearly that two of their foreign players, the Macoun and Everton there. And I think he's probably Azerbaijani as well. Nikulin goes round the man, but good save, and it's 36 minutes gone. Is that their first effort on target? Yeah, that's not bad. We'll take it. They have seemed to grow into this a little bit more, though. The ball comes now out to Zablonotti. Protsenko. How did he get the ball there? He was over there. Oi, man. Goal kick. Okay, so we're not playing well at the moment. I think part of that is the fact that Aurier is absolutely knackered and getting more tired, so I'm going to take him off. Start the ball rolling there. Okay, and see what we can do. So off the boy comes Lapushenko. Lapu actually means poor, so his name is Porchenko. Lapushenko. Lapu. Pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. Calm. There's a lot more to come. Calm. There's a lot more to come. Why do none of you listen? Okay, we've got a lot of yellow cards in this one, which seems to be a Wheatland thing recently. A Wheatland team thing anyway. Ivazov, the ball goes out. Bogdanov gives it to Levchuk. Levchuk gives it to Bogdanov via a tackle. Bogdanov to Levchuk. Terrible ball back from Levchuk there. It goes to Protsenko, and now the Vorskla players attempt to spring a counter-attack, but Nikulin manages to give away a foul instead. Could he be sent off? Oh no, he only got warned. I thought for a second that he was walking, but no. Zamyakin gives the ball up to Levchuk. He's not playing well, Levchuk. Okay, I'm going to take Levchuk off in, 55. Let's give him a chance. Mileschenko, Isayev. Great play from Galushchin. And Bogdanov now. Bogdanov crosses the ball. Can he cross the ball? Can he cross the ball? Give the ball. Oh, come on. Sergei gives it out to Lurpak. Lurpak to Geganidze. Geganidze with his new nickname goes for an effort and hits the ball high and wide. 52 minutes gone. Dvornikov. Okay, so we're going to take off Levchuk. He's not playing well. Maharadze can come on. Maybe we were too keen to get rid of the camel boy. Macoun. He needs to get off my screen because I cannot say his name at all. Macoun, stop being on the ball. Thank you. Gives it to Ivazov, whose name I also can't really say. Good ball in, and Macoun scores, of course. Typical. So 2-1 seems to be a fairly regular scoreline for us in this video. Bogdanov has come off. Oh, I took off the wrong one. God damn it. This is the problem in this game. It wasn't Bogdanov I meant to bring off. It was the... You probably already knew that anyway. It was Levchuk I meant to bring off. But whatever, maybe they'll play together well. Lapushenko giving away a foul. He's been given the benefit of the doubt. That's good. We are looking ropey after the first half. That guy's name was Brovchenko. Cool. Nikulin, Mileschenko. Come on, boys and girls. Protsenko, no. Good tackle there from Lurpak. Oh, and a lovely tackle again from Telegin. Lurpak with his buttery biscuit tackles. Clearing the ball, possibly giving away penalties. Who cares? What's going on here? Take your damn throw in. Oh, you lazy bastard. Okay. So, are we going to take this throw or not? Mileschenko gives it to Nikulin. Nikulin gives it in, but Lurpak is there again to clear. Brovchenko. Macoun. Sergei goes in and doesn't give a foul away. That's good. The classic Bob's shout of no foul, no foul. And he didn't foul. 65 minutes gone. We have... Okay, Nikulin goes for the shot, goes for the wide. Geganidze is looking tired. We've got a few players who are looking tired in there. Drozdov maybe can come in. Hey, Masha.
Hello.
I'm currently doing my thing. Would you like to say hello?
Hello, I said.
I know, but alright. Bye. Zamayakin gives it to Levchuk, but they immediately win the ball back. Pimenov. Good ball through to Frolov. Terrible effort, even though he was offside. What an awful, awful effort. Good lord. That was terrible. That genuinely was bad. Outspoken Sergei gives another attempt at giving the ball forward, but it doesn't. Nikulin gives it to Pimenov. Pimenov, a terrible shot again. And we are hanging on here a little bit. Looks like results are going our way elsewhere, although it looks maybe Kiev are winning, but come on. Okay, Drozdov. Oh, interesting choice of free kick. Telegin, big ball up to Sergei. Terrible effort, really. Dvornikov with the ball. Prokofiev, the famous writer there, playing centre-back for Vorskla. Dvornikov, big ball in. Outspoken Sergei gets the ball again, and Makaradze has been released. Can he finish? Oh, it's a great defensive. Oh, man, he rounded the keeper perfectly. Galushkin, the ball goes in. Oh, Udina away from Lapu. We had two gilt-edged chances there. 79 minutes. Telegin, great tackle. Galushkin, Gamali. Drozdov to the Makaradze. He gives it to Levchuk. Levchuk hits the ball wide. A lot of our players are bad finishers. It's unfortunate to comment that, but it's true. God. Oh, smashes it off the crossbar from miles out. Sergei gets there. He does. Gives it up, attempting to give it to Levchuk, but he doesn't get there. Dvornikov. Frolov. Okay, just a lot of head tennis in the middle, as seems to be the want of this division. Makaun loses tries to give the ball into Nikulin, but outspoken Sergei goes in. Legs are flailing. And we have had another yellow card. Isayev gives it to Makaun. Oh my god, Macaroon I would call him. Isayev, Makaun. Oh my god. Oh, it's tense. Early tension in Lviv and Let Die. Makaun. No, what happened? Nothing. Nobody did anything. I was worried that we'd given away a penalty then. That's often what happens in that kind of like little thing. It's all over. We've bloody managed to win that. How we managed to win that, I don't know. We did very well. Kornienko ended up winning man of the match. People had written us off today and we'd proven them wrong. Yeah. So how did the teams above us do? Tavaria, they drew 0-0. That's nice. And looking also for Arsenal Kiev, they drew as well. So we ended up, so there must have been a late equaliser for Olympic Donetsk. But that's good. Keeps us within touching distance of, I mean, obviously the top, but I'm really only interested in second. If we could end up finishing first, that would be great. But, you know, who cares? We just want to get promoted. So, not a bad first proper video. After the first video, video proper was a absolute mess, and the one before that was me being fired. So yeah. Well done, guys. Well, let's see where we will be when we come back again. We've got a lot of games to go. I think we have a winter break. We do have a winter break here. So let's come back again for Poltava and Helios. Two games I think we've won already. No, we drew with Poltava, but we beat Helios. So let's come back for those two games just before the winter break, and then we'll come back again after the winter break when I'll have made some signings and sold some players and whatever. So I'll see you for Poltava and Helios. Ciao, 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 ciao.